to watch, guys. We've got Jasper taking on a Spooky Breeze. So let's get to the first budget deck duel, and hopefully you guys enjoy the tournament here. For even that's turned up, massive turnout in terms of viewership at the moment, and let's get stuck in. Of course, all these tournaments get uploaded to YouTube, so you guys can watch the tournaments and, more importantly, have fun. And just make sure you got the right deck assigned too. So we've got Jasper running a Cosmo build for budget. So Cosmo Good Witch is going to be sent away. Just posted your list, Dennis. Awesome. I will just have a quick look at it and just get it approved. Don't have a deck. That's all cool, Hippo. Tomorrow's the Materian Cup if you're keen on that. DDD resend from Raid Rikiri. I'm just having a wee look, Raid. Yep, that's fine, Raid Rikiri. That is spot on for your second deck here. I'm just taking off Dennis's one at the moment, guys. You're taking on Bio Carl, Raid Rikiri. You're taking on the Debutant on table 3, by the way. You're 2 points over, Dennis, for your main deck. So you'll just have to make an alteration. You got 15 minutes, though. And your extra deck's fine. You just need to make a wee modification. Yo, iCrave. Yo, welcome into the stream. It's all good, Biohazard. Just surrender your door and just replay the match. Tomorrow you're going to see Batman. If I'm on time, I'll participate. That's all cool, Hippo. Hopefully the Batman movie's quite good, too, by the way. But yeah, just swap it around, guys. So Arrow Mage from Breeze is sort of their specialty. This is fallen in place. JP, how's things going? Yeah, it's good to see you again, Mycrave. Hopefully you have a fantastic Friday, and hopefully enjoy the tournament over the weekend. So we've got Metal Foes Cosmo taking on Aromage. Jasper building up. But yeah, Dennis, just two points over, man. Just swap out a UR for something, or just for a couple of normals. It should be fine. You've been trying to make evil heroes, but no Bane. Hopefully you can get your Bane pretty soon, JP. I've saved up quite a few gems too, like people would have noticed. I've got around 3,600. You got a tournament at your locals that could send me to Oceanic tomorrow, kind of hype because top 4 go for free. Nice. Were you playing in the tournament tomorrow, the iCrave? But yeah, like I said, hopefully you do make top 4. So yeah, Metal Foes in a roam. This is going to be a good duel, I reckon. Like the life point gain of Breeze could just sort of stall out long enough. But you'd think the Metal Foes, with how consistent they've been, they've had a lot of play in the NR tournament too. You're playing a smokescreen junk deck. Yo, that sounds like a really intriguing strategy there. What sort of cards are on that deck, by the way? So Breeze has played a card called the Cauldron of Old Man. So When this card is activated, place 1 counter on it. Once per turn during your standby phase, place 1 counter on this card. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Gain 500 or inflict 300 for each counter on this card. So there's a time counter on this, so Jasper has to come up with some plays. And Aroma can build up the strategy here. It's normal junks with the Helica Frybacks package. No gems left, 3 Dark Cooling and 1 Dark Fusion. So we've got the Dark Destroyer destroying itself. Activating its effect. And then banishing itself. How many counters are on Cauldron? It's on 1 at the moment. But yeah, all the decks that I've seen, guys, they're all going to be different. So we've got Cosmo Tin Can. Cosmo Tin Can. Possibilities are like Cosmo Slip Rider, which can destroy a card there. Take 2. Thanks, Dennis. I'll just have a wee quick check over that for you. But yeah, now with the event organizer, guys, like it's going to be so much easier just to sort of get decks submitted even before I start streaming. And then I can check them all out then. I'm just going to check off Dennis's deck again. Phone's taking a century to load it up. Just bear with me. Did a mock tournament last night with 20 others, got tied for second and fourth with 2 others. Seems promising for no main deck traps. And as mentioned, I hope it goes well. Like an opportunity to qualify for the like a major tournament's quite good. Yep, that's fine, Dennis. It's snuck in 75 points for the main deck and pretty much right on for the money for the other one. I think it's top 7/10 of Oceanics go to regionals if you can make it that far, and that'd be ultimately trying to qualify for the World Championships too, wouldn't it? I crave. So when you get to the Oceania event, it's sort of top places again. This is intriguing, this battle at the moment. Like, the Cosmos may have their work cut out for them, but we are seeing Jasper starting to get into his work now and getting some of his better Cosmos in play here. So Dark Destroyer is going to activate its effect, targeting the Jasmine. And we've got the Angelica being sent to the graveyard as well. Breeze gaining up a lot of points, 13,600. This is an interesting strategy for a budget deck tournament. With Caution of Old Man going, there's a timer on this still for Jasper. Yo, Sean, great to have you here. I'm hopefully having a wonderful day, my friend. Another 1,000 points gained. 14,600 points. I think Jasper's our defending champion too. I think Jasper did win the last budget deck challenge. Then we've got the Bergamot making its way to the field. 2,400 attack. That's good to hear, Sniper. You think you're 1 point over. Okay, I'll recount. Just give me a few moments, Dennis. Breeze has pulled out Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Yo, what a play. Breeze is picking up the win there over Jasper. That is pretty much round. So the next point, the next match is Street taking on Savage. So Savage and Street, regular competitors. That was a big budget play. That was a shock out of the corner. It is best 2 out of 3. It is best 2 out of 3. So Spooky Breeze is 1-0 up. Here to play tonight. So let's see what these two competitors are playing. So Savage playing World Legacy. So Street is 1-0 up. And this is match 2. Okay, that's all cool. So got the Infinitrack Anchor Drill and the Ancient Gear box. It caught everyone by surprise. There we got Ancient Gear Ballistia, Ancient Gear Wyvern. So Ancient Gear is from Street. Dennis, I trust that your deck will be under this time too, so you don't have to worry about submitting. It will hit the requirements. It is 1 point over the main. It's about it. Ancient Gear Fortress, 1500 attack on Savage. Legacy Survivor, getting, more importantly, hopefully a card in the hand that they can play. But yeah, a lot planned tonight, guys. A lot of ranked, a lot of NR event tonight. What are these points you keep talking about, I Crave? This is the rules for the tournament. This is budget deck tournament for us. So that's the stipulation. There, people got to fit within that requirement. So you're basically spending to build a deck. So we've got the Paleozoic working together here. Canada flipping face down, and we've got a defensive Paleozoic here. Desperation here for Savage. Yeah, we have them every week, Micro. Once a week we have Budget Deck Tournament. You're welcome to join next week. All our information and all our events are going into Discord now. Like, I have got an event tab set up. You can find out when our tournament events do happen. So you definitely keep an eye out for those. So Savage has got some plays now. So we've got Lee the Royal Challenge Fairy. And we've got Crown by the Royal Chalice. So what can Savage conjure up here to turn this duel round? Whereas Street going to go 2-0 and advance to the semi-finals. Of course, one of our matches, guys, is a wee bit delayed. So Dennis and Nimberi. Soon as you're two together, soon as they built the deck, would be quite good. To lead the Royal Chalice Fairies on the field. We're starting to combo off here from Savage. Got Aram, the Royal Chalice Blade Master, making its way to the field. 2300 attack. It's a link 2, gains 300 attack for each Royal Legacy monster in your graveyard. So it's got a decent wee build up of attack. As Savage looks to remain in this tournament. Really looking forward to seeing Biohazard Carl on debut versus Raid Rikiri 2, guys, a regular competitor in our tournaments. Hopefully Raid is having a very good matchup against our new entrant. But yeah, tomorrow shapes up to be a big tournament, guys. We're aiming for 16 players tomorrow. If you are around when that tournament starts, it's the last chance to qualify for the first Champions Cup. Champions Cup will run during April and over the course of April as well, because we've got time zones to factor in, and just got to make sure everyone gets their matches and that done, and then submitted to me for when we're all good to go. Got Ancient Gear Wyvern. Pot of Avarice. So Savage has come with a statement this turn. Access Code Talk, one of the best Link monsters going around in this game at the moment. Now we're seeing some play, so look at all this. 5 cards going back to the deck, and we're going to see a draw 2 cards. Oh, Sephiroth, so if there is New Zealand, that implies there is an Old Zealand. Haven't heard that term in my country before, but there must be implied that there must be an old one somewhere. So we've got World Legacy's Heart now. Target 2 World Chalice monsters in the graveyard, add them to the hand. Savage cooking up something here to try and take this to 1-all. The thing that I'm rapt about tonight, guys, is we've had no frame drops. I fixed it up all today, reset the network, and we are all good to go. So we've got it 1080p streaming. Once again, I will give a shout out to Ryan Comic Studio. He gave us a huge host early on to boost the stream up when it was needed. Please go and follow Ryan. Much appreciated. He's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel himself. So we've got Gear Town making its way to the field. So Gear Town is a pretty good card. One less tribute to summon an ancient gear. Old Zealand must be Antarctica. And Access Code Talker is reduced to 0. Gear Town. Pretty much been sent away. So we got the Reactor Dragon on the field. But yeah, Sephiroth, how's Master on that been treating you? Hopefully you've been keeping safe as well. And yeah, like I said, it's always good to have a yarn with you. And to anyone in the stream too, guys, feel free to bring up any topics as well. But, Bio Carl taking on Rakiri. And of course, Namberi will be here in a few moments to hopefully be starting their duel against Dennis. So we've got someone new that's taken on the challenge, guys. They have submitted the deck and they fit the requirements. So Seal of Orichalcos. So the extra deck cannot be played. So pretty much trying to draw out the duel in a different way. So Rakiri playing DDDs. So DDDs can get up to a certain amount of power. May not suit their style though. Oh, they do get the play out. Okay. So we've got the DDD Oracle King Diarch. Heard New Zealand people hate being confused with Australian. I don't get offended, but other people do. Like, it's pretty much when you look at a world map, like the little small chunk coming off where Australia's based. Like a lot of people just confuse that as another part of Australia, but it's actually New Zealand. Board set up from Rakiri. And there is Spear, Karibo, and there is Marshmelon. So Marshmelon causing some absolute problems. So Biocarl. Do we have Add New Zealand? No, we have Add New Zealand called Tasmania. But there's two little there's one little chunk Tasmania, and then there's a little chunk a wee bit further from Tasmania. That is definitely New Zealand. Look at this board. Yo, Icy Gamer is good. Give Icy a big shout out as well. How's things, Icy? Does New Zealand count as part of a continent? Oh, yeah, of course it does. So Biocarl hanging on quite gamely with the Marshmelon. He'll play with confidence too, knowing that that is suitable. So Eternal Chaos. Activate its effects. So Spear Karibo will be sent away. Oracle King Diarch. Another contract card. We've got the Flame High Genghis. Got a bit of variety in the thing. Another Flame High King Genghis. The gains from Ray Bakiri trying to work his way around the strategy here. There is Marsh Macron activating its effect, making its way to the field. And Marsh Macron is going to be sent away. And we've got Chaos Daedalus making its way to the field. Got some firepower, and Destiny Draw from Rakiri will prevent any damage taken from this turn. This battle's interesting. It's all on here in this very important duel. Another Oracle King Diarch. Super Doom, Purple Armageddon. So we've got the Dark Contract with the things now. So that's going to destroy Daedalus. Sangan. So there is another Marshmallow. New Zealand in recent times just went over 5 million people. So that's how small New Zealand is. The life points are just not going to matter here. It's just the 10 cards left in the deck for Raid Bakiri. Trying everything in his power. Get through another 1,000 points gained. So Barakal just hanging on determinedly with the Marshmallow. Face down we go now. Nearly at 20,000 life points, but that's not the thing here. It's just in control. We've got Widespread Ruin. So Widespread Ruin, old school sort of card. It's going to be negated though. Yeah, that's the thing. Is there any out to the Marshmallows? I like the strategy. I like this when I saw it too submitted. Yo, we'll give Charlotte a huge shout out too, guys. I love Charlotte's streams. She is nearly at 1,000 followers, guys. So if you can go all through and follow Charlotte, would be absolutely amazing. She does play a variety of different games. I've seen her play like League of Legends. She does Just Chatting. She does many different things. She's going to play Overcooked with me at some point. Yo, Kappa Incorporated. Good to have you on stream as well. So Raid Bakiri desperately trying to find something. A piercing card would change this whole duel. It would. But I think Barakal might be taking this one. Does he play the wolf? I don't know if he does, actually. I wasn't really taking too much of that. Marshmallow is a hard budget lesson. Always pack your piercer. We will do your Master Duel Borrow Load after the tournament for that redemption there. What's your plans for the weekend, Kappa? Hopefully you're doing a bit of Master Duel over the weekend. If you want to deal the pro prank as player. And Rakiri does surrender there, so Barakal will pick up the first win of that series there. Porting up for this one. Jarman doesn't use URs that much as mostly SRs like my field spell and all your dangers. Yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting... switched out 2 cards by as a card. Just let me know what you switched out and what the changes were. So we've got Budget Tri Brigade from Dennis. So Dennis is sending a Val and Kitaway. It's going to be a tough deck to go up against. Like, Breeze has got a decent setup, so... Played well, Breeze. Like, that deck is going to be a good budget deck in this round. So, effectively, you're just waiting for the winner of this duel with Spooky Breeze, Namberi and Dennis. So, we've got Bear Brum, the Rampant Rampager. Just had a look at hero cards. Maybe when I get more in crafting mats, you'll look at building something together for them for budget eventually. But what are your guys' sorts of budget deck Fridays? Hopefully everyone likes the sort of the format. Like as I was saying before, we want to expand it to 16 players eventually. Like the same with our Stipulation Tuesdays. If we can get those numbers up to 16 players and then the Matarian Cup to 32 in the next couple weeks would be awesome. The big problem is you don't know what your stuff does, and if you could figure out what stopped you from taking battle damage, you could have won, but you read over everything and missed it. Shining Flea Wingman and Phoenix Enforcer are both R, plus some Aurite Fusions are at R too. So yeah, Heroes wouldn't be a bad wee build actually, and we've got a decent board building now. Firefighting, Darumadol and Fractal field. You think the extra deck should be built different a little? The reason why it's 20 points is so people don't put everything in that is overwhelmed. They've got to think as well. Nah, got to make it tough. We've got to make it tough so people don't overplay their extra deck. Switch the Ghost Trick Field spell to Mystic Plasma Zone. Okay, they're both the same rarity. That's all cool. Bar has a card. Just start your third duel. So not bad we set up for Dennis. What's Namberi going to come up with? So Namberi is playing Trimids. Trimids taking on Tri Brigade. What a thrilling, interesting match we've got in store here. So this is our 4th top 8 match, guys. Dennis and Namberi. Dennis has won 4 titles, and Namberi's been in the final in the only tournament he's appeared in. So he's a good competitor. This will be a very good first round matchup. Yeah, I don't want to alter the rules too much. That's why it stayed at 75 points and 20 for the budget deck. I think that's the perfect balance. So decks are not really going to be able to overextend, and they're not going to have a great deal of choice in the extra deck. So you've got to make every position count. So Trimid Hunter on the field, additional summon, sorry, with Trimid Master. 500 points for the Cruiser. So what Namberi will be trying to do here is get his Trimid field spells sort of operating in tandem. Sending to the graveyard, getting the right one on the field at the right time, and ultimately getting Trimid Sphinx onto the field, which is a dangerous card to go up against. But bear in mind tonight, guys, is going to be a very long stream. After this tournament, I will be playing a lot of normal rare event, and I will be playing ranked if I do complete things tonight. So we will be streaming a lot longer tonight. I'll be streaming into the early hours of the morning. I really want to get our tournaments and that out there, get more people entered, and yeah, we're going from there. I've got some other tournaments in the pipeline, of course. I'm going to promote Team Wars next week, because we're going to try and start that up. If we only can get a couple of teams going for a start off, would be quite good. And that will be a fun little event. So Team Wars will be you guys getting teams of 3 together, and the winners of that tournament that will run over a month will win a prize. So yeah, looking forward to it. But our aim for Team Wars is to get 4 teams, so that's 12 players. So pretty much Team Wars is pretty much sort of best 2 out of 3. You nominate 2 players to take on 2 members of the other team. And if your team is 1-1 after 2 rounds, like the third person of both teams play off in a sudden death match. So it's like a Swiss tournament, but everyone has one battle against one other member of the other team. But yeah, we're aiming for 4 teams, so 4 teams of 3 will make 12, and then we can have it over 4 weeks with that tournament and piece that all together. But yeah, like I said, get your teams together. If you know people that play Master Duel, be keen to team up with you, let them know. So Dennis building up that board nicely against Namberi. Try loading on the field though. Try loading's an interesting card that recently got released for them. So give you guys a bit of a read like that. So yeah, so like a normal best out of 3, but it's 3 different people for each game of it. Yeah, exactly, Street. That's how it's going to work. So pretty much you nominate a team member to take on a person from the other team. And it's, yeah, it's best 2 out of 3. So if one team wins 2-0, it's pretty much that's the end of the round. So you got to choose your team members wisely for that. But everyone that's in the best of everyone that's in the team must do at least a certain amount of times in the event, so everyone gets a fair go. When is the team event? It will be next month. It will be announced in Discord. So the team tournament will run over 4 Wednesdays. Most likely. Where it will run whenever the teams are available. So it could be any day of the week. Probably a weekend day. Probably Sunday. It'll be Sundays, probably. Because that's where a lot of people will be available. Yeah, Sunday Team Wars. I think during the week will be a bit too hard. So, yeah, if the internet does cut out borrow load, so how it works is it's sort of best 2 out of 3. You nominate someone from your team to take someone on from the other team. And if your team wins 2-0, the third person's not required, obviously, but everyone will be expected to duel in that tournament, so there will be a minimum amount of times each person has to duel. So yeah, it's going to run over four weeks, because my aim is to get 4 teams running for it. And in the tournament too, guys, you can play whatever you like in that as well. So definitely have fun in building and assembling your teams. But it will take a fair bit of organisation. Of course, people have to be available on the day that the tournament is arranged. Yeah, feel free to ask in chat if you want to team up with certain people. Just feel free. Also, ask around in other streams if they want to, if you know someone quite well, to team up. It will be street, yeah, it will be. It'll be anything goes. Just to make it simple as possible. You'll see what you can do. You actually have 2 people in mind. Awesome. And once you got a team and that together, just let me know. But we will, as mentioned, go over it and stream next week. Probably use Plunder Trials, I think that your strongest deck you have for everything for. Cruiser here. Not over the still yet. Namberi and Dennis are playing out probably what will be a classic series of matches. We got the Ash Blossom from Dennis. Well timed. How's things are, Jack? Welcome into another Master Duel stream. But yeah, we're going to get something up and running anyway. Like the goals have different sort of events running throughout the week, so people got something to look forward to when they come into the stream. Like my ultimate goal is to have at least 4 or 5 tournaments running per week, and the other days we're having duel rooms when I've got enough decks and that together. And I'd say if we get an event every month in this game and I'm able to accumulate enough gems, I should be able to build enough decks per month to get ahead. I can't wait till actually the next Duelist Pass comes out, because then I'll be able to definitely get maybe more UR and SR mats, so I'm able to get a few more stables, get a bit further along. So Trimid Spinks out here for now for Namberry. It's gone into the defensive position, and that's got up to 4,800 to attack the Desperate Doom Eagles. That's going to attack. Trimids have been broken down big time here. 600 points. How's everything with you, Jack? Hopefully all is well. Have you been streaming much of late, Jack, where you've sort of just been doing a few things on the side at the moment? I know you're going to be doing some sort of challenge or something. Just can't remember what it was. $3,400 left for Namberry. One card to draw here, Fractal. We'll discard. Sending one level 3 Willara to the deck to the graveyard as well. Sending Deddy Crow away, so not bad. Who won Yordle, Biohazard and Raid Wakiri? Did a few streams of DB Sagas runs like a week ago, but need to be more consistent being playing Mastered or bit too. True. Raid Wakiri going through. Biohazard, that was an awesome deck that you played, though. I really enjoyed that. So the semi-final number 1 is Raid Wakiri versus Street, but we'll just wait till Namberry and Dennis completed 2 matches. It is Namberry. It's legal. It's pretty much right on the limits. Did calculate it before we did, so that is 1-0. Dennis had to swap his deck around a few times, Namberry, to get it under, but it's correct. No, his extra deck's fine. I'll tell you what his points in his extra deck add up to. Because I've got the deck list here. I'll just confirm it. But yeah, Biohazard Carl anytime. Doing our tournaments definitely had some fun. Yep, Dennis is adds up to 20. So he's fine. Hang on, guys. I'm just going to update this for everyone too. Just so people can see the next round at the moment too. Right, semi-final action, guys. Street taking on Mercury. So this is a chance for both competitors to make another final. Street's been in a final and budget deck tournament before. This is their specialty. Raid Mercury has made a few semi-finals in the past. This has not got to a final, I don't believe, before. So, see what happens. When DDD first came out, it was kind of bad, but you try to make it happen and pulled first at your locals. The problem was I used Elemental Hero Prisma to allow me to make fast fusion, so you cheated, what makes it worse. The buddy did a deck profile of the deck with that in there, so multiple regional YCS toppers let me... Oh, wow. Oh, you haven't made a final before. You put it on Discord, you're playing on mobile. Yeah, I can see that, Namberry. Like, as mentioned, I appreciate you getting home and getting straight into the event and whatnot. So we've got Ancient Gears taking on DDDs. So this is an opportunity for both these players to go to a final for the first time in their history. So 1,000 points. 1,000 points again. So we've got the Kepler being in hand. But who you think's going to take up the semi-final, guys? Street or Rikiri? Tomorrow, guys, for the first time in Materian Cup history, we're going to have a betting system in place for people to bet on the matches as well. So hopefully we get a few people in having a few bets for channel points and stuff like that. Hopefully see some channel points exchanged and have the viewers having a bit of fun in that as well. That is going to get banned straight away. I'm going to have to ban that phase. Edgar YT. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. Got the DD Lamia. Because it's spam. That unfortunately pops in smaller streamers' streams. It's a bot. Yo, Tom, welcome into the stream. We're too mixed. Too mixed dark. Yeah, tournament has already started, so just bear in mind that we are in the semi-finals now, but that's for next week's tournament. I will have an event and when it starts and everything for you, for your time. But yeah, how's things? Got the Reactor Dragon on the field now. Kerry with a lot of life point boosts, especially with DDD Oracle King Diark just boosting along. So the Reactor Dragon will be looking to get rid of that card. So Gear Town's going to be destroyed. But that shouldn't be a box that's been revealed. Right, so pivotal moments in the stall, you'd have to say. So draw phase now for Rikiri. Rikiri looking to build their advantage here. So we've got the Dark Contract activating and DDD Oracle just boosting the life points even further. So we're going to be at 15,000 points. 16,800 points. Crazy stuff. So DDD Swirl Slime now, making its way into the hand. Looking strong here, the DDDs at the moment. Like, they've got a lot of life points in the bank. H&G's got their work cut out for them in this match. So the Dark Contract will activate again. The DDDs have some major plays. If there's no play between Dennis and Namberi, if Dennis can take on a Spooky Breeze, would be good. So we can get the semi-final number 2 underway, and more importantly, we're not too far behind. Oh, you're playing again. Oh, that's good. That's good to see. So, just a wee bit of an update on the field. The Super Doom King Purple Armageddon. Giving that a little bit more of a boost. Like, would love another Oracle King Diarch on the field, though, just to gain those life points per turn and just put more and more pressure on Street. Really going for it this turn, though, Rikiri. Maybe trying to end the game. And more importantly, go up 1-0 in this series of matches. Great opportunity for both players. Asian Gears and DDDs. Good to see them in the semi-finals. Good to see really good variety. Got 4 different decks, 5 different decks being played in the tournament left so far. Here is King Diarch making its way briskly to the field. Speaking of the Queeforts guys, they are in Duel Links now. They're announced in the new box. Is anyone going to be playing that on this game? So we've got Crusher Run being played by Street. 1500s taken. Crusher Run will destroy card. It's been sent away. It's a Pendulum Fusion monster though, but it won't be able to get back because the zones are taken up now. So DD Swirl Slime banishing itself. Got King Leonidas. So, semi-final, match number 1, going to Raid Rikiri. GG, so 1-0 up is Raid. So let's go. This is semi-final number 2. But yo, hiya Kieran. Thank you so much for being part of our stream today. What do you like about the game of Mastered all so far? What sort of decks in that are you playing? That is playing a set and a pass, pretty much. No, 2 set and a pass. Okay. It's a breeze. Yo, TSN Mouse. Morning, you fellow Ojama fans. Love the Ojamas. I actually do have most of them, actually, by the way. Would have loved to have seen Ojamas in this event, actually, but I think they would have been over budget. So a wee bit of a boost here for Breeze. So Cauldron of the Old Man's been played a lot in the NR Festival. So we've got the Laurel. So pretty much the stall strategy going on from Breeze. Dennis will have to be quite aggressive in this encounter. Despite being trashy, Ojama match. Yeah, all you and S are too powerful for the event, TSN Mouse. too powerful for the NR event, and probably too strong for this game for the budget deck tournament. So Breeze is going into Jasmine. It doesn't make sense, right? Like, a lot of the Tri Brigade stuff, which Dennis is playing, is within the requirements. his deck just fit in with 75 points for his main deck and 20 for his main. So Ash Blossom. It's going to put a stop to Jasmine there. Of course, if you're new to the stream, guys, don't forget to hit the follow button. Love having all new people here, just so we can grow our community. We have an amazing Discord as well. Yeah, don't make sure you do not forget to hit that follow button. Yo, long time no see. KFC for breakfast. I am doing fantastic, my friend. Basically, the deck has 75-point limit, so that will be an abundance of UR in the deck. No, not really. It's sort of really hard to fit URs in. So, yeah, once again, yeah, like, it's more difficult than what you think. Jasmine. Caution of Old Man's got a token on it, but I don't know if that's going to be a factor in this one, unless there's more Cauldrons being played. Street has made the final, so Street is on fire with his budget deck. Congratulations, Street. This is your specialty tournament, ain't it? I just have that feeling that you're liking this. Am I still playing Prank Kids KFC? Yeah, we still are. We got to tier 1 with Prank Kids the other day. I'm getting close to retiring them, though, because I've got enough gems to probably get a few things finished now. I've got around 4,000 gems. So, yeah, we're looking okay in that aspect. And that's what I want to hear, Street. Like, I want these sort of events to test deck building skills, and the decks are sort of relatively competitive, which they are. A lot of matches are going to round 3, and I think the formula's just right. No, you've got to wait a wee while, Street. Like, one side of the draw's not done yet, so this is... No, this is semi-final number 2, so you are playing the winner of this. Yeah, you are correct. Yeah. But yeah, the 75-point limit, surprisingly, URs are worth 4 points, so you've got to make a 40-card deck, so 75 points is not going to go too far with that. Yeah, other decks that I'm looking to build KFC, like I'm looking to finish Crusadia off. I've got to get Trickstar, Solver Chords, and all that wrapped up in the next month. I think that will be possible. Like, we've got Dynamist and Marines still, but they're not really complete yet to get a few more cards. Like, the Marine Sys deck is really fun to play in a duel room, but we tested it online yesterday and we got absolutely crushed. Tri Brigade looking very ominous in this semi-final number 1. Match number 1, sorry, of this finals. But yeah, Raid, you had a good run today. Like, I thought you may have snuck into the finals there, the way you were playing. But credit to Streets getting to their first final. And hopefully it'll be a really good final. Like, Dennis is looking for his 5th title in a row. Hey Simo, how's it going? You would have gone Predaplant, but your Kings had a better chance. So the Aromage deck has been broken a wee bit here. You built Thunder Dragons on your second account. I'm after Thunder Dragons actually, so I can play Thunder Dragon Prank Kids. It's a very interesting point limited concept. You can just put in lots of URs in the deck, making the deck would be a fun time. You come across a couple of Tri Brigade players in the NR event. Dennis put together a really good NR deck, really, for this. But yeah, if you want to take part next week, hi Yakurin, my Discord's there. Just feel free to pop in. We put the events in for you got a week to submit and stuff like that. We are aiming to get new players in all the time, so if you do have a Discord, feel free to jump on in there. And if you don't have a Discord, you can say keep an eye out on this stream just to see when they do happen. So the spell card is Cauldron of an Old Man, so there's Poison of the Old Man that has a few different effects, but this one you can build counters on it, and then you can inflict more damage per turn with the hand. I appreciate that, Raid. You'll know the time that it starts tomorrow now, with it being in the Discord. Looking like Dennis may be going for a 5th title in the stream. He will tie with Shizaki for titles in the stream. So Dennis from 5 tournaments has won 5 events. So if he wins today, Street will be having a say on that. Street will be wanting to win their first tournament as well. Dennis is running a lot of normal sprinkled into his deck to make up for the heavy investment into one side of the build. An RN event, what deck are you guys using? I'm using Yosenju Kaiju, even though it's not at full full power. It's doing enough for me to get enough wins. So we've got the Angelica now. Rosemary being brought back here. 1,000 points gained for Breeze. Yeah, tomorrow, guys, Matarian Cup number 10 starts tomorrow. We're looking for our 8th qualifier for the Champions Cup. If you think you're capable of winning the tournament, in this one you can play any deck. You can swap your deck out at any time and play another one. It's been a thrilling tournament over the course of the last 9 editions. Let's make the 10th one really special. So, yeah, 16 players we'll be aiming for. If we can get up to a wee bit higher than that tomorrow, would be awesome. May convert giant ballpark deck into a budget deck at some point. Haven't seen too many Red Eyes decks in this game so far, KFC, to be honest. Like, I know a few people around like them. Yo, Cyberstyle Gaming, what time is that? All the information in my Discord, my friend. It'll tell you what time zone it starts for you. I'll convert it. So Dennis will be taking out round number 1. this attack decides to go through. Whoop, I'll pause the duel. Here we go. So hopefully we got this match underway. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect. Just getting revenge for all the anguish Tri and Air Mage caused me in that game. DC had some rough opponents tonight, haven't you, Dennis, in the budget deck tournament. For those of you that are curious what budget deck tournament is, these are the rules here. Pretty much you got 75 points to build a 40 card deck. The rules are there for each card, how much they're worth, and 20 points for the extra deck, same rules apply. So it is a weekly tournament in my stream. We do get a good amount of people here. It's one of our 3 tournaments that we have per week, guys. Of course, the Matarian Cup tomorrow, where we allow anyone to play any deck and can swap at any time. And we've got Stipulation Tuesdays, where different stipulations applied to test people's deck building skills. So that's our 3 tournaments per week, and we do stream a lot of ranked in that as well. So I'm looking forward to those, to say the least. So Tri Brigade starting off reasonably strong. Bear Brum, the rampant Rampager, making its way to the field. Comboing off there is the Fearajet, the Baron Blossom. So that's a decent draw. Shuffle back to the deck. Karas is activating its effect now. We will give Triff Gaming an honorary gifted sub too, guys. This is a token of my appreciation for them giving my stream a chance, and hopefully enjoy my emotes for a month there. But yeah, decent start for Dennis Menace here. Like, this is one of the dangerous cards in one of these events. Like, they can just build up a crazy amount of attack. Like, 4,800 is just very imposing, to say the least. So a couple of face downs, and a very strong turn from Dennis with budget Tri Brigade. Street needs a good start, needs a good hand to sort of take this on. Let's see what happens here. So we've got Ancient Gears. So Ancient Gears are going to have to draw pretty godly to take this on. But Street does have a few combos. Has a very limited extra deck. KFC for breakfast, redeeming the hydrate. I appreciate that, KFC for breakfast. I actually do have a Sprite up here, which is lemonade, effectively. People don't know what Sprite is. So we've got Link 4 Fusion and Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. Yo, not a bad play. 4,500 attack, 3,000 defense. What have we got in store here? Well, some people don't, Borrowload. Just had to fill people in there. Yeah, that's not a bad drink either, KFC for breakfast. I've ordered that a few times. Like, I get like 24 packs of that from time to time. Actually, I'm looking forward to the next week, guys. I'm actually doing a craft beer video. So I drink a little bit of alcohol here and there, but I'm testing out some new beers that I haven't tried out before. So it's going to be an interesting video, to say the least. going to be interesting for Tri Brigades here. See how they overcome the Chaos Ancient Gear Giants. And that's how they do it. It just banishes the 4500 and Dennis has got a free hit at these life points here. What's the popular brew in New Zealand, like in terms of alcohol? There's quite a few different beers in New Zealand. Like Spates is a big one. It's sort of the local drink around here that I like. There's quite a few. Like there's Waikato Draft. There's like there's heaps of brews. Really, I don't mind like Jim Beam and like bourbon. Like there's gin's not too bad either. So it depends on what you like to drink, really. You should do a video trying every monster flavor. There's a lot of them. So we have had a surrender. Here we go, guys. Match number 2 of the finals. Dennis taking on Street. Hopefully no interruptions now. And who's going to take it out? Is it going to be Tri Brigade or is it going to be Ancient Gear getting a win and more importantly taking this to round 3? Ancient Gear Wyvern. Dennis setting up with a pretty imposing board. No cards in that graveyard yet. Let's click them, make the anticipation of the match a wee bit more interesting for now. See how this all plays out. So obviously we didn't get to see anything of the second duel that they tried to get started because I couldn't get in, but that's all good. Pretty much the same hand from the last game. But Boozy, my name's Materian. Like, see if you want to contribute anything to chat, what sort of decks and that you play, and what you like and dislike about Master, feel free to do so. And genuine question for everyone at the moment: what are you liking about Master and what you're disliking about it? Like, I think we're going to get some new content in the next month. I think when they update the Duel Pass and everything, I think every 3 months there'll be a cycle where they put new cards and that in the game, new packs. That's okay, like as long as the Duel Pass is monthly, not over like 3 months. I think it's a wee bit too stretched. Yeah, the good things are that it's an enjoyable game where it's easily to assemble decks with making multiple accounts and stuff like that. The thing that I dislike about it's the time count is a wee bit too long. I think they can trim that down so people have to play their combo a little bit faster. So the Ancient Gear Megaton Golem on the field now. Herald, King of Calamities, Rongo, and the things I dislike. Also Dynamite. True King of all Calamities will be hit. I think Rongo will be hit in a way where Bamboozling's hit. So it's a wee bit harder for Rongo to really fully utilize its effect. They'll hit a few things. They'll hit Eva too for Drytons. I don't think they'll indirectly hit some cards. I think they'll just more or less target things to make those sort of cards hard to summon. But it'd be interesting to hear your predictions, guys. Love to know what you think should be banned or unbanned or anything like that. So we've got the Karas. It's the hand. So Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Definitely Street's looking okay here. Dennis down to 3,600. Tri Brigade all of a sudden under pressure. This could be going to round number 3. Very quick to being played. If he has his combo, you assume he wins. We'll find out, Street. This is a big turn for you to see if you survive, or as you predicted. Have you predicted your own demise in our chats? Yeah, looking forward to actually doing a bit of normal and rare event tonight, and also ranked deals. We are going to be streaming into the early hours. I probably will grab a drink at some points of the night, guys. But yeah, big night planned. I'm just going to be non-stop streaming over the weekend. I'm really trying to push the 3,200 followers. I would love to reach that milestone by the end of the week. So definitely, if you haven't followed, would be love to see you guys here for future streams. Yo, welcome into the stream. How are you? I remember this from Duel Links. How do you pronounce your name there? Is it Giraitachi? I'm probably way off there. Giraitachi? I want to get that right, but I do appreciate you stopping by. So we could have Dennis winning another title. Grey Itachi. I'm probably still getting that wrong. Is there anything else that you want me to call you? I do sincerely apologize. I try to get names right. Was it Grey Itachi? Okay, that's awesome. But how are you? More importantly, what do you like about the game of Master Duel? Just ask that to any new viewer tonight. It's great to have you here. So Tri Brigade in a strong position. Is there a twist in the tail? Is there a way of Street taking 3,600 this turn and stealing a match from Tri Brigade? Tri Brigade looking likely to go 2-0 in the finals. Firefighting Darumadol makes its way to the field. Not a bad wee effect. Bear Brum, the Rampant Rampager, activating from the graveyard, of course. Allows the Tri Brigade Revolt to be drawn, and that will be going face down. Just to make things a little bit more difficult for Street. Street has to do it this turn. There must be some cards in your deck, Street, though, that will enable you to... yeah, enable you to effectively win. Face down from Street. And here's Ancient Gear Wyvern. So Wyvern got bored of playing Tri Brigade, so you're making TDs now. It's the same situation with me, Grey Itachi. I'm playing Prankers at the moment, desperately trying to move to another competitive deck. I've been playing Prankers steadily the last 3 months, as I was a bit silly when I started. I invested in so many different packs thinking the gems wouldn't dry out, and I'm in a wee bit of a predicament. But I've got Prank Kids done. I've just got to get other wee projects done on top. So I'm on top of things. But yeah, Grey Itachi. That is a real tongue twister for me with my accent. Tri Brigade's a good solid deck to invest in, you know, to get your plat 1 for the month, and yeah, it enables you to build sort of other things. But yeah, that card face down, be interesting to see what Street's done here. Just trying to take this game a little bit deeper. Of course, if you're new to the stream, guys, definitely check out our Discord. Once again, we are aiming to get 1,000 Discord members by the end of the year. We're at 507 or something when I last checked. Become a member today. Definitely take part in our tournaments. We do have the event schedule going up daily for people there. Yo, the man! Joining at the perfect time. Joining for the final phase of the tournament. So we've got Ancient Gear versus Tri Brigade. So Ancient Gear desperately hanging on. Ancient Gear Catapult activating its effects. I think it may be a bit too tough for Street here to get out of this. I think it's going to be Dennis taking out the title. But you never know. So we've got Ancient Gear Golem. So Ancient Gear Fortress. Desperation for Ancient Gears. Also playing Virtual Worlds, you only play meta because you don't want to be frustrated losing to it. That's understandable. Like, you build those sort of decks and get yourself really established on rank. But in these streams too, Grey Ataishi, we have different stipulations. Obviously, you see this is a budget deck tournament. We have a stipulation Tuesdays, and we have our tournament on the weekend where people can play whatever they like. So I try to encourage deck building and that in here so people have a bit of variety to face instead of playing ranked all the time. Yo, Nishan 03, good to have you on stream. How are you today? Chaos Ancient Gear Knight. So this is definitely something happening here and brewing for Street. Has a combo here potentially that could make the game interesting. Has to end the turn though. Tri Brigade Revolt. Yeah, the NR event, I just wish they made those modes permanent in the Duel room. So then we can have these sort of different ban lists and that in play. That is true, bro. So the Omen is just that busted. So we've got a second one on the field just for good measure. Yeah, I like the Ancient Gear deck. I'm glad Street played it in the finals. It's just going to be over. Not sure why they don't. They're killing the game for no reason. The lack of content at the moment in terms of new cards is sort of hurting them a little bit. But as I was saying to the stream a wee bit before, like 10 minutes ago, like I think when they update the Duel Pass, add some new packs and that in, some cards will come into this game. I think Sword Soul will make an appearance. I think Despair and Magic Key may not be too far behind that either. So that's the new archetypes we may see arrive into the game. And of course, a change of list to freshen this game up. I have a feeling this game's going to work in 3-month cycles for new cards, etc. I just hope people are happy with that. Like, if we know that's going to be a regular thing, people can prepare for that sort of outcome. Tri Brigade just looking so good here. So the battle phase here is just going to be a crash and game. So congratulations to Dennis Manis for winning yet another title. Definitely performing well on our stage again. Pick up another one. He will nominate someone in the chat that will get a gifted sub to the channel. So do hang around, guys. We will get that. And the next duel was between me and Barlode Savage Dragon. So Dennis wins the budget deck tournament and his 5th title in this stream.